Hey everybody, my name is David Augello. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams, South Tampa. I help people like yourselves purchase and sell their homes in the Tampa area. Today we're going to talk about the current housing market. I'll be using some of the most recent information available to keep you informed and up to date. If we think about supply increasing into this year and demand decreasing, it provides an opportunity for those who want to buy. It works in the favor of those who understand what's going on. Now, I want to start and maybe give a little bit of context and go to the topic of mortgage rates. I want to go there first by starting with the reality of last year, of 2022. And that is that 30-year fixed rate in this country doubled over last year. We started out with 3.2% back in January a year ago, ended up right at 6.4% as we wrapped the year up. Never seen a year in mortgage rates doubling. Never seen a rapid rise in mortgage rates that fast in this country before. I mean, all of that certainly has impacted the market. We go back to the year 2000 to 2021, really the past 21 years, and we see the average 10-year treasury was just 3.49%. The spread there, 1.79, giving us an average mortgage rate of about 5.28%. So you take the treasury, you add the spread, and you get the average mortgage rate. Average over the past 20 years was around 5%. And then we talk about how over the last couple of years that has fluctuated. But certainly in the last year, we've seen that spread rise where today a 10-year treasury is 3.69%. The spread 2.79, giving the mortgage rates all-time high. As of this most recent posting from Freddie Mac, it was 6.48%. Let's call that 6.5%. So that spread has widened over the last year. Actually, the most recent 30-year fixed rate is about 6.09% as of February 2nd of this year. So back to the spread. As that spread decreases, we lower the mortgage rates. And if that spread were normal today, we'd see an interest rate of just under 5.5%. The spread between a 10-year treasury and a 30-year fixed mortgage is measured of volatility and panic. Now, that panic is starting to subside. That's good news for rates. We've seen a little bit of relief over the last 6 or 7 weeks with a couple hiccups in between. But if you look at the spread of last year, we started in January of last year and the spread's been rising as a panic entered the market. If I make this a little bit lighter and then draw an arrow, the first part of the year we see folks getting more uncertain about the economy. Things happening, panic enter into the equation, and the world's going crazy. And then around June of last year, if you remember, the Fed came out and said, "We don't have this under control. We want to reset the housing market." And we saw the panic go up again. And then we come to the end of this past year and we start to see the panic subsiding and the Fed saying, maybe the peak of inflation is behind us. Now, I'm not saying it's all about inflation though. I think there are very real things that we can do. But the bottom line is there's still about a 1% difference between the spread sits today and where it's at historically. So, as people reduce the panic out of the market, we will see that spread lower. So what does that all mean? As long as the panic continues to slow down in our economy, then rates should continue to drop. Let's talk about Tampa's current housing market. In January of 2023, there were 1,852 listings available. That's up from just 968 listings in January of 2022. That's great news for buyers. The days of fighting 10 people for a house seem to be over with. Thank goodness. More great news is that the sale price has dropped 12.5% this month so far from the original listed price. This means that sellers are more willing to accept an offer that's more reasonable. In December of 2022, there were 3,333 single-family houses that sold compared to December of 2021, which had about 4,806 houses sell. That's a 36.9% decrease. Also, cash buyers dropped by half. Not to mention, we had 2.2 months of inventory in December of 2022. That's up from 0.7 in December of 2021. That's a 214% increase. Townhouses and condos saw a similar drop, with 1,112 sold in December of 2022 and 1,670 sold in December of 2021. That's a 33.4% decrease. There are currently 1,645 single-family homes that are active in sale and 1,222 pending in Tampa market. We had 88 condos and 391 single-family homes that sold in the month of January in Tampa. As you can see, the Tampa market is alive and vibrant. I hope you enjoyed this and learned a little bit more about Tampa market. If you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe below for your weekly Tampa real estate update.